Right, hello everyone. Welcome to episode 16 of the Marketing Gamble. Today I'm obviously going to do my breakdown of the business that I normally do, but I've also got something else that I wanted to mention, which is a bit of a shift in things, but I thought we'd just start with the business weekly breakdown. So this week, again, it's just been getting the campaigns ready for clients and things. One of the things that I talked about last episode was this shift that I'm having where I'm focusing much more on getting clients, which is something that I'm putting into practice. I'm just getting everything sorted for my current clients, because obviously they come first, and then it's all out. And then I've got a few meetings with a few people, a few leads who I can. I've got an in-person meeting with somebody in York who I can hopefully do some work for. I've got another meeting with somebody else who I'm hopefully going to be doing some work for. So I am getting leads, and that's picking up. And obviously the more people I can get, the more I can practice, and the better I can get, and the better service I can deliver to all my clients. I'd say the thing that I'm struggling with most at the moment, and have been if I look back over the last sort of 2 to 3 weeks, is the thing I've been struggling most with is that I'm doing a lot of work, and I feel like I'm constantly putting in a lot of work and I'm working very hard, but like nothing's really getting done. So I've got these 2 campaigns with my clients, and like one of them's taking a little bit. I mean, we've had a few problems, don't get me wrong. Like we set up Google Ads and verification for financial services, which is something you have to do. It had a problem now, which is not. It does happen, and that slowed things down. So things have been slowing down, and it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm doing a lot of work day to day, like I'm doing my hours in the library, but nothing's actually getting done, which is frustrating on the first thing, but also I want to try and get as much done in my time as possible. And these are the things I've kind of got to work out. So I've been thinking of ways as well that I can increase the efficiency of what I'm doing. Basically, my plan is to just get all these projects that are slowing down for my clients, like the Google Ads verification and my lead magnet that I'm doing personally, and also the other work that I'm doing for one of my other clients, getting those all tied up and ticked off, and then I can take a step back and go like, right, okay, what went wrong with all these things? Why was this so slow? How could it have been faster? Then I can make those changes and implement them going forward so that they don't happen again, rather than now trying to be like, how can I do it faster? How can I do it faster? Just get it done and then look back and go, okay, how could I have done that faster? Because I think that's a bit of an easier way of doing it. And that's kind of where things are at with my business. So yeah, I've got 2 meetings next week with, this week actually, 2 meetings this week with people that I might be doing some work for. And I'm doing this deal with this financial services marketer. That's slowly taking a little bit more shape, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's just the two big things I've got to focus on is getting more clients. That's the goal, is obviously to just get more people in the business. And the second thing I've got to be doing is working out how I can make my day-to-day processes more efficient, so I can do more with the time I have. And they're kind of the takeaways for this week's kind of business catch-up. Into the video then, and the thing that I wanted to announce is that when I first started this podcast, it was called the Marketing Gamble, because obviously it was about me starting my marketing business at uni and going into it full time after I finished uni, which is a bit of a gamble on marketing, and also marketing itself. Some people see it as a bit of a gamble, but I like to think that it's not, and it's something that you can predict. So that was why it's called the Marketing Gamble. But the other reason it was called the Marketing Gamble is because I wanted to talk about marketing on the podcast and the lessons that I learned from marketing. So if you look back at the start of the episodes, I'm always saying this is the podcast where I break down the lessons I learned from my marketing business and the many marketing tips as well along the way. So originally it was started as a bit of a marketing podcast, and I think recently, if you look back at the last maybe 5 or 6 episodes, they have not been very marketing focused. At the start I talk about my marketing business, but then I talk more about just things I've been seeing going around on YouTube, and I realised that I haven't really been sticking to what I started it for, and I kind of want to still stick to that. And yeah, so I want to make the podcast go back to the reason I started it, which is to make it more marketing focused. And so rather than doing episodes which are, the last few have been about productivity or about success or about all these different topics, I want to niche down into just talking about marketing and the marketing tips. So at the start of every episode, talking about my business, and then in the latter part of the episode, the main bulk of each episode, talking about a certain marketing thing that I'm learning along the way. Because I think that's quite nice as well for people who want to learn about my business, people who want to learn about marketing, and also I can look back and see the marketing lessons that I'm slowly learning, which I think is quite cool. So that's kind of the shift that's going to happen. I'm going to be making the podcast much more marketing focused and just every single episode talking about a marketing lesson that I've learned or marketing things I'm implementing in my business or how I'm getting my customers, and breaking it down like that so it's a much more marketing focused podcast, so the marketing gamble has even more meaning. Yeah, and that's what I was going to talk about today. So in today's episode, I was going to break down exactly what I'm doing with what I've learned recently, which is about lead magnet funnels. And I thought I would just break down exactly what I'm doing in my lead magnet funnel that I built for myself, and then how I'm trying to incorporate that into financial services. I'll give you a bit of a backdrop, if you like, on financial services, which is, as far as marketing goes, a lot of the marketing in the industry is very similar. And a lot of the concepts that you would see in more like e-commerce and digital coaching and things, and like all the cool marketing, which is like, you know, Russell Brunson's marketing or Alex Hormozi's $100 million leads, those kind of types of marketing, they haven't like fully caught on yet in financial services. It's still, a lot of people are still very referral based, and some people they're not new to social media, but it's nowhere near like where you would see like the content Alex Hormozi does, for example. You don't really see that much in financial services, although there is one person that does it and he's really good at it. So it's a little bit behind, and so things like lead magnet funnels, even though they are used, they're not perfected, and that's what I'm trying to do, is try and introduce these concepts that apply to other businesses and work really, really well to financial services. And as the first one I've been trying to perfect is the lead magnet funnel. So if you don't know what a lead magnet funnel is, essentially, it's you promote a lead magnet and you give that to your customer in exchange for their email so you can market to them further. So if you've ever downloaded like a free guide or anything, that's a lead magnet. So basically, a good example is, say if I'm a gym owner and I want to promote my gym, then I will give out for free a free diet plan, and I promote that, and people can send me their email and I'll give them the free diet plan. And then the idea is that I can market to their email. That's a lead magnet, and that's the lead magnet funnel. The goal is, once they've downloaded the lead magnet, that you continue to send emails until they become a paying gym member, or whatever the next step is. I'll break it down kind of into what I'm doing, how I'm building the lead magnet for my business, and then how I'm then building them for financial services businesses. I think that's quite a nice thing to look at as this whole big lead magnet concept. So the first thing, I'll start with the lead magnet funnel for myself. So the lead magnet funnel I'm building for myself at the moment is a free course for financial services businesses on how to build a marketing system for their business. Funnily enough, the course it centers around this idea of how to build a lead magnet funnel for financial services businesses. But essentially, the funnel works like this. I've done a free video course, which is about 40 minutes long, of me just coaching and teaching exactly how to build a marketing system for your financial services business. So I stand in front of like a projector screen, and I've got my course on there, and I've spent a very long time on it, and I just, for free, educate people on how to build a lead magnet funnel for their financial services business. Then that's the course, and then I've also attached with it a workbook that I have given for free, which you can fill in the workbook alongside the course to just make it even more valuable to the people. So that's kind of what my lead magnet is. It's the free course plus the workbook, and the way I'm promoting it is, so first of all, I've got a funnel page, And on the funnel page, I modelled a funnel page that was from Russell Brunson. Russell Brunson had a lead magnet called 99 Marketing Secrets Black Book, and I took his funnel page and I saw how everything was laid out, and I modelled it, not copied. I modelled it so that his image was on the left of the page, my image is on the left of the page. He has a form that says, has a headline, a sub-headline, and an email set. My form has that. His headline's in blue, my headline's in blue. I modelled it exactly, but obviously I just applied it to my lead magnet I'm doing. So that's the first page, and then there's a thank you page as well. So that's the page that people go to. So they go to that page, and it's probably the longest sales page I've written for myself. And that's quite cool. So currently they go to that sales page and they're asked to download the free course for free. They just have to put their email in, and it's got things like bonuses on it as well, which is the workbook. I've got a bonus step, which is how to drive traffic to your funnel. And I've also got a special bonus at the end, which is part of the funnel, which I'll get into after. But I'm going to go through the whole person's journey. So how am I attracting the people to the lead magnet funnel? So the way I'm getting people into my funnel is over the past couple of months, I've been working with speaking to the financial services marketers, or like the people who, the big people in the industry who people know and people follow. So kind of the people who post the most content in financial services. I've been speaking to them, getting on their podcasts, and just getting friendly with them. There wasn't any intention behind it originally. It was just because I think it's important to know the people in your industry. So I was getting to know those people, and my plan is, once the lead magnet funnel is built, to just go to them and ask them, hey, I've got this free course, if you think it could help some of your clients, or if you think it could help some of the brokers that you work with, or would you post it on your platform? Would you talk about it on your podcast, or would you post it on your social media? And just let them give it to their clients for free. And it is obviously for free anyway. And yeah, just that's my plan. Get those people to post it for me, and then if I get one person through that, I'm also going to post it on my own social media because I've got a following of now about 700 brokers. My plan is, if I get one person from downloading the lead magnet funnel to becoming a paying client, then I'm going to reinvest all that money into ads and scale it that way. That's the plan. So yeah, the current plan is to go organic, get the people in my industry to promote my free course to help their clients, and then hopefully those people will download that. So what happens is, those people are coming in and they're on the lead magnet funnel page and they're downloading it. Then once they've downloaded the lead magnet, they obviously get the course, they get the workbook and things, and then they're set up in an email sequence. I've not yet made the email sequence. That's the last thing I've got to do. But the email sequence is going to be 5 email soap opera sequence, which I've got from russellbrunsons.com secrets behind me. And essentially that just tells a story. And the whole point of those email sequences is to tell the story and convert those people who download the lead magnet into booking a free call with me, so I can help them build the funnel for them. As opposed to them having to do it themselves, they can pay me to build it for them like a normal client would. And the way I'm doing it is I'm just selling a free 30-minute call where they can come on and ask me any questions about the lead magnet. Absolutely anything at all. And the idea there is to just start a conversation, and if I'm honest, that person could come on and they could ask me 3 questions about the lead magnet funnel and they could leave. I have no problem with that. I want to try and help as many people as possible build a lead magnet funnel, but the idea is to just get a conversation starting. So when those people get on a call with me, I can talk to them, and then if they want somebody to build it for them, because these brokers, sometimes they struggle with building websites and things, then I can help them do that. And then they understand everything that's going to happen, so I don't have to explain it to them all already. And then they like the idea, they just struggle to implement it. I can implement it for them and they become a paying client. So yeah, the first, the upsell of the funnel is to getting on a call with me so I can sell them onto becoming a client. And there's 2. The first way is with the email sequences, but the second way is at the end of the course, I basically introduce this as a special free bonus, which is that they can have a free 30-minute call to ask me any questions about the lead magnet funnel. So if I take you through the process now, it's the organic content of the influencers in my space are going to post my funnel. Then the people are going to download the course and the workbook for free. Then they're going to be sent emails to get them. They're going to be sent emails, and they're also going to have on the course an upsell at the end of the course. Basically, the upsell is just the free sales call, and then on that free sales call where they can ask me any questions, my job is to convert them into a paying client. And that's the funnel I've built for myself. From them downloading a free course, which they will find very helpful, hopefully. I spent a lot of time to try and make it as helpful as possible, and using the workbook and things. And then, they download that and become a client. One of the things I realised once I was building it, which is quite cool as well, is that what's really cool about it is that if say I've got two people, two prospects, one who downloads the lead magnet and one who doesn't download the lead magnet, and they both talk to me on a call. The person who downloaded the lead magnet is going to be like so much more sold on my services already. Like they're going to be so, and say that person is as well. They filled in the lead magnet and they love the idea of a course, and they filled in that, like they're going to come to me with a funnel basically already built, which is really, really cool compared to somebody who, doesn't really know what I'm offering, or they know what I'm offering and they like the sound of it, but they don't really know what it constitutes of. The person who's actually done my course will know exactly what it is. They'll be really, really cool. They'll feel really, really good about it, and they'll just want me to do it for them. So that person's a much more qualified lead as well, which is really good. So that's the lead magnet that I'm building for myself, the lead magnet funnel. And I'm building that, and that's very nearly to being done. And my goal is to get it finished by the end of the week. And then what I'm also doing is I'm trying to integrate that kind of concept into financial services. So I do a lot of work with mortgage brokers at the moment. So I'm also building a funnel right now for a mortgage broker, which is promoting seven mortgage tips to a specific niche of mortgages. When you're building the lead magnet funnel, I talk about this in my course, but you have to have a niche or a target market because you can help them solve a specific problem. So if I'm to do it let's go for gyms again. If it's a bodybuilder, they're going to have very different goals than to someone who's just trying to lose weight. So if I'm promoting a lead magnet that just says, here's how to lose weight, then I don't want to be trying to target bodybuilders because they're not going to really want to be losing weight the same way that just a normal person who's not a bodybuilder would want to lose weight. So you have to make sure that you're niche so that you can solve a specific problem that helps that person. So with financial services, what I'm doing is I'm picking a niche sort of bracket of people who struggle to get a mortgage. So I won't say exactly who, but as an example, first-time buyers, people who have never bought a home before, the thing they struggle with is they want kind of like a bit of a handheld through the process. I've not bought my first house yet, but I know if I would want someone to be there all the time to tell me what I want because I've never done it before. So first-time buyers find the whole situation very stressful, it's very new, so you can provide a lead magnet that helps them specifically with the problems they will encounter buying their first home, and you can provide 7 tips for that. Then what you can do is you can run ads, which is what I'm doing for this broker. I'm running ads to promote the 7 tips for first-time buyers, even though it's not for first-time buyers. And then the goal is that those first-time buyers see those 7 tips. They go, I want those 7 tips to download to help me buy my first home. Then they download the 7 tips, and then once they downloaded them, the next page is to book a call with him to talk about the tips that they've learned, and hopefully get a mortgage with them. So you can kind of see the funnel steps. So the funnel I built for myself, and how I'm kind of morphing it for financial services. So the goal is, for the financial service people, rather than doing it organically, we're going to pay for traffic because it's much faster. So the lead magnet funnel I'm building for financial services, which is paid ads to the 7 tips for first-time buyers lead magnet. That person downloads the lead magnet, then with emails, and they then once they downloaded it, they go straight to a appointment booking page, and they also get sent emails to get them to book a mortgage appointment. And then once they've booked their mortgage appointment, it's the job of the broker to sell them onto getting a mortgage with them. And that's the funnel. So very similar concept to my funnel, just applied to a different market and a different niche. And that was kind of what I wanted to break down today, was a bit of an overview. I probably was a bit all over the place when I'm talking about it, as you can probably tell, but it's because in my head it all makes sense. Trying to get my thoughts out on the podcast, sometimes you can probably see that I'm all over the place, but in my head it makes sense, and as I understand these concepts more and more, I'll be able to simplify them down and make them very easy to follow. But I just thought I would talk about the lead magnet funnels that I'm building for myself and for the financial services. And yeah, that's what I want to talk about in the podcast. Obviously going forward now, it'll be much more marketing focused. I'll be talking about all different things to do with marketing, not just direct response marketing, which is what I really, really like. We're talking about the things that I'm doing content-wise and LinkedIn and all those little bits as well. And all I ask is that you comment below anything that you would like me to talk about. If it's marketing related or business related, just comment any questions you have or anything, and I can happily make an episode on me just chatting about it. So yeah, thank you for watching.